Club. How's it going? It is just right before 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, which means we are here on the couch. We are well. We were sick, but now we're well, so that's good. We had some stuff that we had to do because we were sick for a couple of days. We weren't able to do things that we normally would do when we're feeling, healthy. So, all that aside, we weren't streaming for Friday, Saturday, well, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and that's we would much rather be streaming than not streaming. But here we are. We are back to playing some more Pokemon on this wonderful morning, and we are still on the public game, so we are going to be able to do some trades. We're going to be able to do some raids. We're going to be able to do some eggs. We kind of did a little bit of pre-work for today's stream because no one wants to watch me just kind of meander around on a bicycle and hit these raid spots up to see and collect stuff out of them. But you have to be able to get the wishing star pieces. You have to. There are 3 raids that are currently up on my screen. One is a Whiscash, one is a Gmax Colossal, and the other one is a 4-star Pissimian. 5-star unless otherwise stated. And then the Pissimian's, pretty cool Pokemon. It's one of the unique Pokemon, the Pokemon Sword. And I know not everybody here has got Sword. I thought we hit up most of these raid spots, but we hadn't yet hit all of them yet. So we're going to kind of make our way. I did not realize an Eldegoss is there. Interesting. And are they aggressive? I think they're aggressive, but they just can't walk fast. That's pretty funny. That's pretty hilarious, actually. Wow, we just completely missed this whole entire. What's that? A Delcatty or Purloin? Not Delcatty. Thinking old Jen. Been going through Pokemon Home, of course, coming out next month. Turtle Club, and that's going to be the game that allows us to unleash some of our favorite Pokemon from seasons past. I know there was a Gossifleur down there too, it looks like. Yeah, sure was. Cut right in my back tire. Looks completely unscratched though. But so from Fire Red, Leaf Green, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black White 2. Those games which you can get all the way to Pokemon Box. XY, Alpha Ruby, Omega Sapphire. Oh, pop in from Snorlax. Every single game that was from Gen 3 onward on a Game Boy game, you can actually get into Pokemon Home through a chain of series. And so I've been looking at some of the old cartridges I got. Other than a couple that would be really nice to have, I have just about all of the main Pokemon games out there. And so we're going to probably be doing a video to show people the process. I'm thinking that's probably going to be something I'm going to do. I do have some time away from work where I'm not going to be in a fevered NyQuil inspired vision kind of situation coming up. And I'm hoping to use that time to get some videos put together and put up. But so we're going to knock out these 3 raids that are here just so we can get some repops. And then we're going to start throwing some wishing star pieces in. We're trying to, again, our 2 goals, if we could find someone who had a Shiny Milcery den open or something along those lines, that would be amazing. So anytime we see a Milcery den pop, we're going to try to get in on that, hopefully. The other thing is we're gonna try to get us a good breeding Ditto. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start the internet connection because we forgot to do that. And I don't believe I've got my switch code in the description again. Yeah, sure don't. Wow. I'm getting really bad at that. Turtle Club, I'm really sorry about that. I should be way better about that. Alright, so we're going to quickly go here to our profile. so we can at least jot that down. So if we need to paste it in the chat for people that are here to play with us and people that pop in, they'll be able to jump in with us as well. And I have very large thumbs compared to this iPhone that I got, and it takes me a little bit to type accurately. All right, so we'll just paste that in the chat so anyone who wants to invite can do that later. Looks like we got a couple of people that are on. Looks like DB Master playing some Crash and Lewis playing some Smash Bros. Interesting that Lewis has got the number there. Might be a Discord name. Communication with the server. How dare you, Mag Synchro, try to connect to the internet and do things. Hello, Gator Pride. How are you? Wrong button. Hit the plus button, not the home button. Get online here, and we'll be able to fire off this raid. If anyone wants to jump in it that's on the friends list, they're more than welcome to. Of course, as always, shout out to the Lurk Squad. I know you're out there somewhere. Been playing almost only CTR lately. Hey, DB, how's it going? I know there's some new content that dropped for it with the new boss. We were kind of talking about that last week, if I recall correctly. That's a Moxie. Not going to do us any good here. Flagon doesn't really help us out either. I think Lapras is just our best bet. But yeah, hopefully the new content's going pretty good. We'll be here battling this thing in a few minutes. Of course, like all of our other raid videos, when we're streaming on raids on Pokemon, we're going to give everybody till about 2 minutes left to a minute and a half left in case people want to jump in. Because stream delay is a real thing. I try to keep that in mind, though. Stream delay looks to be pretty good today. Looks like I'm only a few seconds off. Wow, go YouTube, go. All right. Go ahead and ready up for this and see if we can clear this out. We did try the Whiz Cache while we were off camera, and oh, we had somebody pop in here. Hey, we'll definitely hold off on that. Better than Mario Kart Tour's new content, that's for sure. Mario Kart Tour, I didn't even realize it had already come out. The Mario Kart mobile game, it looked okay. It just wasn't something that I was hoping to really participate in. To be honest, the controls are kind of cool, but anymore mobile games, when I'm playing on mobile, it's got to be something I can kind of pick up, play for a little bit, and sit down, and then move on to other things because of the way my time is kind of structured these days. Colossal G-Max. So because we know Colossal starts with shields, we're going to start off with G-Maxing into... Oh... G-Max right in the Max Geyser. This would have been really good if we had like a Flapple here with this setup. I mean, Hawlucha's not the best to go up against Flapple or an Appleton, but that Sneasel there, we could have like went G-Max Hailstorm and just took that all the way out. But instead, we're here with Hawlucha and a Sneasel, but we'll do what we can here. Of course, our Lapras isn't exactly the best Lapras. We don't have the stats the way we'd like on this one. We do have a nice 6 IV1 sitting on our personal game, though, that we're going to hopefully have some time to raise up a little bit. Give it one of those nice little mints for the Pokemon. Yeah, that, was unfortunate. Sneasel's already super effective versus fire, so that's not too bad. The vocal rocks, though, are pretty bad. They're gonna really wreck us. And yeah. Hopefully we should be able to get the max geyser going with the rainstorm, which will sort of help a little bit. We'll see, though. Yeah, this will work a little bit. We'll get some toned down fire damage from actual colossal fire attacks, but unfortunately we're not going to wind up having any kind of reprieve or respite from the rocks. I went right into it also. And the fact that this person that doesn't speak English is using Surf is a problem. It's actually knocking out our partner Pokemon faster than the DPS this person's putting forward. So that's a huge, huge issue. I don't want to take a turn off to max lightning this Lapras, but I might have to. Yeah, it's becoming slightly difficult. Yeah, if you guys go into a max raid, try not to be using things like Surf or Earthquake, or there's the normal one that's sound based these days. I forget what it is, like Boom Bust or something. Those moves, they're good if you got 4 human beings in the team, but not so much when you're in a situation like this. Now, the person I'm playing with may be a younger player. They may not understand things like strategy. They may not understand things like stab and AoE and all that, but it is difficult. They're doing half the work for us. And unfortunately, they're doing twice that for the other team. Alright, so we do have an issue here now. Weevil's not too bad. It's the Soul Rock that comes out that's going to really get knocked around, though. Or that. No, we don't have a Soul Rock with us. That's right. Soul Lucha. So we got maybe 2 turns before we, unfortunately, lose to this Colossal. So DB, with not counting how low quality the new content is for World Tour versus CTR, is Mario Kart World Tour a decent game on mobile for people that are looking for a racing game? That's the 3rd loss we have. Yeah, the Surfs earlier may have just cost us this fight. It's highly possible. Nope, I took it out. Alright, that'll work. Since it is a Colossal, since it is a G-Max, it's definitely worth trying to catch. So we're going to go over to any Dusk Balls if we have them, since we are the host here, and hope for the best. Apparently the G-Max odds of catching have been increased according to some streamers. They're not seeing anywhere near the rates they were seeing previous, so I'm not too confident. that will catch it, but there's a good chance. Oh, looks like our first catch of the day, so... Nope. Nope. We said too much. Said too much. Yeah. Good morning, Digrat. Well, we just about lost it. And we just about had it too, so unfortunately it wound up going all the way to not today. Alright, so that was, it could have been better. We do have a Passimian over here though, and I think if we... Do we even have a Psychic type that can go after this thing? I don't think we've got a good Psychic type. But flying we do have. We can definitely rock the Butterfree. I think that might be our best bet. Question is, do we have, and more importantly, not so much do we, but do I, in this game, looking for Toxic. No Toxic. Okay. Toxic would be real helpful in that fight, but we're okay without it. Alright, we're going to send out the bat signal. Anyone who's wanting to jump in the raid, and you have our friends list entry for your Switch, go ahead, feel free to just jump right in. I know it's just a Passimian, but of course it is a sword exclusive. So if you're on Shield, you're able to actually join this raid and catch it this way instead of having to worry about someone trading with you. A person named Quillfish jumped in. That's cool. I don't know. They're using an Intellion currently, but they switched to Eternatus, so that's kind of par for the course. False advertising. Pokey Phoenix LF. So probably a Finnegan fan, maybe? Rockin' Cinderace at the moment, but that's only their lead Pokemon character. Swoobat, real good choice against a fighting. You get the double, the Psychic and the Flying, from a typing at least. And J Tungsten coming in here to round it up. And again, Passimian, real good that they put some of these exclusives like that in the raid. I just like the idea that you don't really have to trade with somebody per se. Trading always winds up using a lot of haggling skills in some cases. And real hard to do on the internet like this. I do like Passimian as far as a character design goes, though. Passimian's got some really fun, playful antics. Alright, don't think we need to Dynamax. I think we can let Swoobat get into it if we need to. The Eternatus won't Dynamax. I think, yeah, Sludge Bomb, R82 there. Only 3 shields, yeah. Dynamaxing not even required, and our poor Butterfree is just not up to the speed that these are. Future Sight, okay. Interesting. Technically that'll go off in a couple turns. Focus Energy, that's scary. Alright, we're gonna go for the... I'll go for the Air Slash. Alright. Took it all the way out. Sounds good. So we are now going to throw, once again, another Dusk Ball at this thing. Dusk Balls, because they work better for caves, and the raids are considered to be a cave for the host, they do have the best chance of catching these. outside of something like a repeat ball or an ultra ball having marginally better or worse results depending on the ball. An ultra ball is supposed to be a little bit less than dusk for most cases, and a repeat ball usually being a little bit better for most cases. Passimia was caught. Hey, wasn't exactly what we were hoping, but hey, it is what it is. This might be a Pokédex entry. It is. No nickname for the Passimian. Let's see what ability he gets. He's got Receiver. Okay, this is kind of neat. The copying the ability of a defeated ally is interesting. I really wonder if that would work on a Shedinja and its Wonder Guard ability. That's kind of like my small goal in life in Pokemon is to figure out how to get Wonder Guard onto a Pokemon that probably shouldn't have Wonder Guard. I've not been able to figure that out yet. I was also trying to figure out how to get Sturdy on a Shedinja, but lo and behold, it's not possible. You'd have to be able to switch Wonder Guard for something else, and it doesn't work. I tried Wandering Spirit, I tried Switch. It just, unfortunately, is not the way it's supposed to be designed, I guess. Alright, so this last thing out here is this Whiscash. And we'll see if we can get to it. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and try to see if we can get this Dittoed in to actually pop out a Ditto. Hope everybody's week's going good. In the US, we did have a holiday yesterday. So some of you might be just starting off your work week. If so, you know, I hope you had a good extended week for your weekend yesterday. That third day, and in some places, if you got the 10-hour shift, it's actually a fourth day. Almost like getting a whole entire week off. Alright, here we go. This, in the fog, it gets really annoying to find these places. Alright, we're going to send out the invite here. Switch out to Shinotic. And see if we get anybody to join into this one. I'm going to guess probably not. Whiscash is... it's not a bad Pokemon. Just not as cool as some of the other ones that we've been able to get. Alright. Looks like we'll be going in here by ourselves in a second. We'll find out. If we can take this on. I do like Shinotic as a Pokemon. I mean, it's the quintessential mushroom Pokemon that you get in a lot of these games, right? There was Paris and Parasect in the early on versions of Pokemon. And then there was one, trying to remember what it was called. Digrat actually was talking about it just yesterday. It looked like a Pokeball on top of its head. And this is kind of this version of it, from what I gather. Marlowe and the Shinotic, the fairy type. Alright, we're going to immediately start off. I think we're going to Strength Sap to kind of weaken this thing, because I want to say it's going to be... oh wow, it's going to be really bad for us. This is a Torkoal and an EV and a Magikarp and all these little small... Yeah, I feel really good pulling off the Strength Sap now. Trying to think of what Psychic move Whiscash has, though. Wow. That will heal me up to full, though. This is a clearly outclassed Torkoal. It is using Flamethrower on a groundwater Pokemon. Can we put this thing to sleep with Spore? Hydro Pump, so... This is... Spore's 100% accuracy as far as the sleep move goes. This will buy us a couple of turns. I'm all for that. I might have to play the status game here, but this will work. And we'll Giga Drain here. I wish I was getting the Helping Hand instead of the Magikarp, but Eevee, you do you. Alright, so it's only 3 shields. It's not too horrible. Meanwhile, I'm still seeing my actual teammates using fire and water moves against the Whiscash. Did I get Helping Handed this time? I did. Alright. Did it wake up or was that... Nope, okay. Oh, now it's awake. So we might be able to do that. Hit it 2 turns and then Spore it. I think this next turn is Eevee's Dynamax turn. I think this is turn 4 because we went Strength Sap. Nope, this is turn 5. Okay, we have to Dynamax this turn. As long as this thing doesn't decide to just go on a tear and destroy us like left and right. Turtle Club, Lurk Squad, we might be okay here. We might be okay here. And the Helping Hand was given to the Magikarp. Let's hear it for the Magikarp using Tackle. Hey, at least it's got better accuracy than Hydro Pump. Mindstorm on us, we'll take that. We have no problem with that. Amnesia we have a small little bit of problem with because it's special defense. And I want to say we're special typed for our attacks. And the Magikarp gets the Helping Hand. That's amazing. And it actually hit the Hydro Pump. That's even more amazing, actually. Muddy Water. Okay. At least I dodged it. Torkoal's probably out with that. Yep. And that's what one attack from this Pokemon on the rental Pokemon does to us. So one more Muddy Water, and we're not out, but we're really close. Really close. That knocked it just right to shields, unfortunately. It's only 3 shields to chew through. It only has 3 more Pokemon to chew through before it wins. This is a little rough. Helping Hand on Magikarp, okay. That's flail, so we'll break its shields this turn. It's picking off the Magikarp. Okay, that's expected. At least it didn't do it with Muddy Water. That would have been probably the ultimate problem for us, is if it would have used the Muddy Water to knock them both out. Because then it would have been able to use its extra attacks just to focus on me. Did like 0 damage through the shields. Shield crack though will take it down to about, yeah, right there. That's just a little bit under 20%. Earthquake, okay. Didn't know it had Earthquake, now we do. And IV goes down with one of the most southern Pokemon accents in the whole game. Oh my goodness. Alright. So, the question is, who's faster? Wishcash killing Torkoal, or me getting to Giga Drain? Let's hope. Oh, didn't Muddy Water, so that's not bad. Oh no, Torkoal, you need to take this thing down. Like, oh, we lost. He survived. He survived. I don't know how Torkoal survived that earthquake. Oh, it might have been the strength step at the very beginning of the fight. That might have like lowered its physical attack enough to where Torkoal could survive that. Look at that little sliver of hit points there. Oh, that was so close. And Magikarp tackles it for the win. Okay, that was not what I expected. We won't be catching it though. Our goal wasn't to catch this thing. It was just to knock it out so we could reset all our dens and head toward Ditto. But first we're going to have to get to the meetup spot because it's foggy right here in the first little zone. So we can kind of take a look at where the beams are. All right, so we have a purple beam over there. Let's. So this is kind of a way to sort of cheese a little bit, guys. Because the fog and the sandstorms and everything else is just so abysmal, we really kind of go to the edges of the map so we can see where the beams are. We're going to grab this purple one, see what it is, knock out whatever's in it, and then start farming on the Ditto. Having a purple beam, there is some consensus that we just got pop in by 2 Soul Rocks. So as I was saying before these guys so rudely showed up, there is some consensus that a purple beam on the map means that the odds of getting a purple beam from a Wishing Star piece is lowered a little. I don't know how accurate that is because no one's been able to prove the numbers behind it yet. But from a placebo side of things, at the very least, it seems to be that way. So that's why we're going to go and knock out this purple beam. Once we can get to it. And purple, for those that may be new to Swish, Sword and Shield, all it means is that this particular Pokemon is slightly more rare than anything else that's in the den. And there's 2 different loot tables, quote unquote, spawn tables, whatever you want to call them. One is common, one is rare. In some cases, that's going to be the difference between a promoted Pokemon or a Gmax Pokemon. It's also usually going to be the star value is going to be a little changed as well. Hey, we got the fish. The vicious fish. And 3 other people just popped in as well, or 2 other people. Wow, that was a Zacian, a Dracovish, a Tyranitar. The T-Tar, huh? I don't know about that. That's odd. Should be pretty easy to take out, though. So Zacian's little Intrepid Sword's going to trigger off. We may wind up getting Tyranitar with a... Okay, Unnerve. That's not too bad. And we'll just Ice Beam this thing. Get that movie theater popcorn move going on there. And not too bad for a first round gambit. The flinching kind of is unfortunate. Maybe we'll get Ice Beam to pull off this turn. Love the 3-headed dragon, though, Hydreigon. What I'm really hoping, though, is after this, we'll wind up getting the Ditto Den that we're hoping to get. I gotta go back and take a look at that on instant replay, guys. That looked like the Behemoth Blade might have. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gone. Got knocked all the way out. All the way out. That's hello 17th Warrior. Welcome to the chat. That's working a lot better than what we had. Stone Edge. Well, I guess I can cheer on. Guess I can cheer on. But unfortunately, got knocked all the way out. Well, for a Purple Beam Pokemon, it definitely took us down pretty good. We had 3 people show up to help. That's great, in my opinion. Swoobat's not really one that I'm looking to raise, so we're just going to go ahead and say, eh. But now the Purple Beam's off our map, so we can go and hope for the Ditto Den to pop with a Purple Beam for us. And it's been a bit since we saved, so we want to save early, save often. If you're not using autosave, my day's going good, Warrior. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. It's about to be over. I stopped streaming in about 20 minutes, and then I go to bed in about 50 minutes, so it's been a pretty good day, though. So here we are coming around to the Ditto Den. Again, for those that aren't familiar, this den, if it pops a rare beam, it's always Ditto. And we have, actually before we start over here, we're going to snag these watts because it's right there in front of us. And we're going to get 2 more Wish Star pieces, which should put us, puts us at 6 Wish Star pieces. So, yes, we want to buy them. We wouldn't have asked to buy them otherwise. So hopefully we get a good 5-star Ditto to pop over here. It'd be great. It'd be great. Ooh, tonsillitis is no bueno. Oh, sorry to hear that, warrior. I only had it once, but my sister, she had it quite often growing up to where she actually had her tonsils removed. So that is, say what? Oh, my sister? She used to get tonsillitis all the time growing up, Digrat. Yeah, and so it was the doctor's opinion to remove her tonsils. Hard to get them infected if they're not in your body anymore. But on the bright side, if you got tonsillitis, that usually means you get a lot of soft foods, and one of those soft foods out there is ice cream. Hey, DB Master jumping in here with us. When we have someone pop in, instead of firing off at 2, we do try to go down to a minute 30. We'll see if we get this 5-star raid kicking off. It's just a dub wool. You know, it could be a really good IV double, though. And double is one of those Pokemon that I am kind of curious about. So regardless of what happens with this double, I'm going to try to catch it. Ooh, this is going to be the Shiny Lucario that DB Master got. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, we'll go ahead and fire this off. Not shiny? Okay. I know you had a Riolu that came out shiny. So I expected that's probably what was going on, but... I did see something that's trending on YouTube here lately for Pokemon Sword and Shield is shiny fails, which is kind of funny. Apparently people, you know, doing all the stuff that they're doing. We'll just start off with close combat. How can you join? 17th Warrior. Ways to join. First, you will need to have me as your friend on Nintendo Switch using my Switch code that's been supplied in the chat. And once you're a friend on the Switch, you will need to connect to the internet. You'll need to have a Nintendo Online account. You, of course, will need to have a Nintendo Switch and the copy of Sword or Shield on your Switch. And you'll need to be on the internet. And when we start the raid, an invite will go out. You'll need to sort your badges by friends. Usually waiting a few seconds after the invite goes out helps with that. And then you should just be able to join in right then. And the Salazzle's already knocked out. That's unfortunate. You also are going to have to be playing on the Sword Shield game to the point where you are able to go to the wild area. Would you seriously use a shiny Lucario at level 5 on a 5-stars raid? You know, that definitely is not something that you would do, DB Master. You would most likely have raised it, possibly, if it had good EVs, and put it on a 5-stars raid. You sent the request. I saw that. It popped up on the screen there. And we will be accepting that request as soon as we're done with the raid. Unfortunately, with the way they built Sword and Shield, the code doesn't really work well if you get out of the screen. That was some pretty good damage off of Max Knuckle. Nice. If you're not familiar with some of the Dynamax mechanics, a lot... Ooh, Last Resort's going to fail. A lot of these moves scale really good. The fighting moves don't. It's kind of weird. but it's because the fighting moves, Max Knuckle in particular, when it pulls down the knuckle and hits the thing with it, you get an attack buff. And Game Freak, in uncharacteristic fashion of theirs, they were worried about balance with that particular move. And so your fighting moves scale poorly when you actually Dynamax. I would say that the Max Knuckle that DB Master is using is probably a 95, maybe a 100 move in the D-Max range. Close Combat only pulls off a 95, which is silly. Because Close Combat is just a really good move. I want to say Focus Punch actually comes out like 110, if I remember right. And it doesn't have the drawback. Reversal, that kind of hurts. But it looks like we should be wrapping this up. Well, we probably would have taken out this round if Togepi wasn't being a cleric and healing us. Not a bad tactic, but usually better earlier on in the fight when people are damaged and stuff. Oh, Max Wormwind. Ooh, nice. Okay, and again, if you are the host of the raid, Turtle Club, you want to make sure that you are utilizing your best ball. In this case, it's a Dusk Ball. If you're not the host of the raid, repeat balls if you've already caught it before, Ultra Balls if you've not. In some cases, net balls and dive balls are okay, but usually not as good as the Ultra Repeat and Dusk Balls from what people are finding. 2 wiggles, 3 wiggles, and there we go. Now we caught one. That's the second Pokemon today that we've caught. Awesome. And we'll be able to take a look at its summary in a few seconds. Double added to the Pokédex. Nickname to Double, nope. Summary, is it fluffy? It's steadfast. It's not a bad move. I just don't foresee it being one that I would use. Okay, let's go ahead and get that friend request accepted. Charlie 255, all right. Backing out of this. All right. First thing we're going to do is make sure our communications are still internet-based. They are. We're going to save because we just caught a Pokemon. When you're not using the autosave, you always want to make sure you save when time anything of significance happens. Even if the game's going to save for you here. Alright. And it's another double. Okay. I see what you're doing, Troll Tendo. That's kind of funny. Alright, so the invite's out. If anyone wants to jump in, more than welcome to. Go ahead and ready up on that. 4-star double, probably nowhere near as spongy as the 5-star double we just took out, so. Zacian. Yeah, quite a few of them, Digrat. You can't find it. So when you go on the internet and then you hit your Y button, you want to go to search. You want to go to the search option, you want to use friends. And it should find it. But the net code for this game is less than stellar currently, unfortunately. Though we do know you're trying to get into it though, Warrior, so we will let the clock run down all the way to give you as much time as possible to get in. That it said no stamps were found. That's Yeah, if that happens, the best thing that we found is to disconnect from the internet, then reconnect from the internet, and then try reloading the stamps. Fortunately, it only takes about 10 seconds to 20 seconds to do that me and Digret have found. We play this right on the couch side by side when we got some time together, and even then, right beside each other, we still have to disconnect and reconnect. It's unfortunate that the code on this just doesn't really work well. It's a little bit more egregious when you think about it. The fact that to get this aspect of the game to work, you do have to pay Nintendo $36 a year for a family account. Okay, Warrior, we'll go ahead and start then. Sorry you weren't able to find it. Maybe the next raid you'll be able to. We still got about 10 minutes on the stream today. I'll probably do us maybe 2, possibly 3 more raids. You know what I really would like to see in the next Pokemon game? After armor and crown and sword and shield are all relegated to last gen, it would be quite awesome to see the next game have all of the Pokemon voice acted. So instead of just having Pikachu and Eevee, having things like Dubwool and the like, ooh, I like that DB Master. Starting off with the Calm Mind. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Since I'm passing the Dynamax over to DB, um, this is going to be Max Knuckle on the Soul Rock. Okay, that's probably the double kick that Double has usually up to Max Knuckle. Oh, DB Master. That's interesting. Berry choice there. I just thought about this. The items that you use in here, they probably don't get actually used, do they? Huh. Interesting. Like, I know if you get out of the max raid, get blown out of the den, then you wind up using, like, you're losing your hit points and your Poke Power. But, huh. Oh, very nice. That done a considerable amount of damage to the shields. And Martin's Solrock used Psychic? I'm completely flabbergasted at that. Wow. That's like a rare occurrence. Like Martin Solrock usually uses Rock Polish and Cosmic Power and that's it. All right, here we go here. Whatever hits it next, we'll absolutely take this thing out. I think DB Master's looking at their moves, and they're about to end with a flourish. Max Guard. That's pretty cool. Alright, and once again, we're going to be catching this one so we can see if it's got Fluffy, because Fluffy is just a move that we really want to explore a bit for a competitive build. do, do. Get in the Pokeball. Please double. Get in the Pokeball. Not the lyrics to that song, but they could be. And Double gets no nickname from us. And summary. Steadfast again. Maybe they know something that I don't. I still don't think Steadfast is really all that good for Double though. And save. All right. And it's a purple beam. Oh, finally. Finally a Ditto. All right. Let's save. I don't know why I'm double saving like that, but let's... It's a 5-star Ditto. Oh my gosh. Okay. The Ditto came finally, guys. Oh, this is going to be either like a 4, 5, or 6 IV Ditto. We will be very happy with any of those that come out because it'll help us to start breeding some Pokemon up. Jonah with a Toxtricity. DB Master in there with the Haxorus. Caparaja, okay. I like that choice. It goes really good with the Pangoro. In case they become Caparaja, I just get to just steamroll it. Because this is a 5-star Ditto, and people are always looking for Dittos. Especially when they're first kind of starting off with all this. We're going to let this run down to the 1.5 minutes. And hopefully we'll get some stuff out of that. You need a Ditto. Well, 17th Warrior, hopefully you can get in here. It looks like Futaba got in. That's unfortunate if that's not your name you're using on Pokemon. Now, if you just need any old Ditto, I've got a couple of any old Dittos. I'd be more than happy to trade you one right after this battle. But as far as this particular Ditto, I'm hoping it's a multi-star one with the IVs that we want. Any IV spread that's like 5+ is great. So it doesn't have, well, it might have the inner battle ability. Yep, Imposter. That's a good sign. Imposter Dittos usually have some good stuff. It's Pangoro. You really need a Ditto, so that'd be great. Traded. Oh no, man. Oh, you just want it for your Pokédex? I mean, I have no problem just giving it to you. We'll just go with this. The funny thing is that Pangoro's kind of weak to Pangoro because the Dark's weak to the fighting side. And you get no benefit from being a fighting versus fighting Pokemon. Oh no, it's good. Yeah, if he can. I don't think he could become Zacian or Eternatus. But it looks like he's getting pretty much owned at this point, so I'm okay with that. Alright, Digrat, I love you. Enjoy running in the really, really cold weather. It's 28 degrees outside. Digrat's going right now, guys. This is true. It is better than 108 outside. Max Knuckle against... Oh, the dragon. Or the doggo, I mean. Okay. Looked like it was going to Eternatus for a second. Alright, Max Knuckle. Super effective. This is working out pretty good. I just hope it's the at least 5 IV. It would be great. A Turnibeam. Okay. Did not realize that the Turnamax had 2 signature moves. Interesting. Very interesting. Now I just gotta make sure I catch it. Oh my gosh. I do have some Dittos in this game, so if I have any repeat balls, I'm gonna use repeat ball on this. But otherwise it's gonna be a Dusk Ball. This round should take it all the way out, even though it's got 5 more shield pieces. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Best of luck to everybody catching this. That's a negative on the repeat ball, so here we go. Dusk Ball, go. Wiggles. And it jiggles. And it squiggles. Oh, please click. Okay. Oh, awesome. Good job, DB. GG, guys. Absolute GG on that. Oh, I'm fingers crossed that this thing is going to be amazing. As far as I'm concerned, it's already amazing because it's got Imposter. I like that ability for Dittos. And I don't know why I'm looking at that instead of the other thing. Into the box you go, Ditto. Quite possibly should have nicknamed you so I knew which one you were. Okay. Okay, Limber, 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 Imposter. That makes it easy. It's 4-star. It's 4 IV. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's actually... It says it's got amazing stats. That's not incorrect. So we made out. We made out. All right. So best. All right. So this we'll go ahead and trade that one off to Warrior. Go ahead and get that going here. Omar, welcome to the channel. We are about to actually sign off. So unfortunately, there's nothing else to join here. We stream 8:30 to 9:30 Eastern. You ready when you? I am. Okay, I'm about to set the code up. It's going to be 1717. And we'll trade with that. That way Warrior can get in. Hopefully no one else is using that code out of the millions upon millions of people that own this game right now. We'll see. And Warrior, anything that you don't want, I'll take. I like getting trades from people because it's good for lotto fodder. The odds of me winning the Poke Lotto go up every time I trade with somebody like that. And we'll just hit up these dens. 1717 is the code, 17th Warrior. Okay, no worries there, Warrior. That way when you pop up, or whoever pops up for trading, I'll be checking for a Charlie. Boy, so many doubles out today. Trade partner's been found. Let's hope it's Charlie. And there's Charlie. All right. There's the Ditto. And we'll trade. And here comes an Applin. Excellent. And Charlie, it's entirely up to you if you want to keep the Ditto or not. You are certainly welcome. I don't have a need for the Ditto. I actually have like 7 of them on my other save game. So I'm just trying to get a real good statted one on this game and help share and spread the wealth over on here. I don't have 7 real good ones in the other game, like just 1 really good one on the other game. And yeah, we'll take the lead card, because lead cards are always fun too. You keep it for as long as you want, Charlie. You're good, man. If you have no problem with me keeping this Applin, I have no problem with you keeping that Ditto. You keep it. You do you, man. It's all good. I'm gonna take this Applin, and we're gonna move it over in here, and we're gonna call this box Lotto. So we know this is specifically for Pokemon that are for a lot of reasons. Well, we actually accomplished pretty good stuff. Oh, no worries, Warrior. No worries, man. We're here about helping the community grow. We're here about just being chill and having a good time and making sure everybody has a great environment here. Speaking of which, people that helped make this environment great today, Gator Pride 11, who showed up at the beginning of the stream, DB Master, who's been chilling with us the whole time, 17th Warrior, new subscriber who popped in today, Omar Al-Sharhi. Sorry that we kind of ended at the end of the day here with you coming in. But if you ever see us streaming, and we're streaming Pokemon, and it's a stream like this, we have no problem with you joining in. But yeah, Turtle Club, shout out to the Lurk Squad. You guys are amazing as always. Thanks everybody for watching the day. Thank you for making this a channel. I'm just a dude on a couch playing a video game without you, and possibly talking to myself. But anyways, Turtle Club, I'm going to go to bed. Have a good night. You all have a good breakfast, good lunch, good dinner, good week. Whatever you're about to do, Turtle Club, have a good one, and thanks for watching. Take care.